And hello, all. This is Lala Madness, and you're tuning in to another episode of the Fierce Review. And you know where to reach me at on all social media platforms at Lala Madness, on Instagram at Lala Madness underscore official. Also, my YouTube channel is at Lala Madness, and I'm also on various podcast platforms such as Spotify, Apple Store, the Google Store, and also Anchor and many other podcasts. So just find me at any of those at Lala Madness. And in this episode, I'm actually going to be talking about the Apple services. So I usually don't go techie, but this kind of got me going because it has a lot going on, and Apple is kind of, I see where they're going with the various services that they're starting to offer now. So this is about the Apple credit card, Apple TV, Apple News, and Apple Arcade services. And I'll go into detail a little bit about what they all offer, and the specifications, and pretty much you guys would be able to tell how they're different from your normal platforms that you're currently using now. So this should be interesting. And also feel free, leave a comment, email me at lmfiercereview@gmail.com also with any questions or anything, any specific shows you'd like to see or anything about this. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can leave comments as well, like, subscribe, and share. And I'll start off with the Apple credit card. It's formerly known actually as the Barclay card with Apple Rewards. So that's what it was previously. And now it's just the Apple credit card. Okay, so it is made of titanium and etched with laser with no card number. Of course, this is new for your protection, of course. So it's not like your standard credit card, which you have your 16 digits across. American Express is 15. Go figure. But in this aspect, there's no number, period. You know how easy it is to leave your card around. Next thing you know, it's being used everywhere. So, of course, that's a great protection method. Don't know how it would generally work if you need to use it outside of any Apple devices, but I'm not here for that part. I'm just telling you that. Okay. It's also used to make digital Apple Card payments, and you'll receive a physical card. Receive a physical card as well. And your credit score requirements, though, as far as what you need to qualify for the card, needs to at least be a 700 to maximize chances of getting approved. So, you know, this of course speaks to those, like I said, I'm not going to put them in a category, but over a 700 credit score. So those with your fours, fives, and sixes, don't come wasting your time applying, or, I don't know if you need to have, a lot of backup in the bank or something to offset that credit score, but they're, speaking of credit score wise, at least a 700 if you want to kind of get your foot in the door. Okay. Statements come to your Apple Wallet app to pay with Apple Cash or from your actual bank account or whatever account or card that you have linked there in order to pay that, that off. The interest rates. Now, the interest rates are 15.99%, 21.99%, and 28.99%. And that will be dependent upon your credit score. So, like I mentioned about that 700, I guess the higher you go, the better your interest rate, which is generally speaking. So one of those, 15.99, 21.99, and also 28.99 could be yours depending upon where you fall at above that 700 range. And you get 2 points per $1 spent at restaurants and a 1 point spent on any other purchases, or all other purchases rather, that is outside of restaurant purchases. It is a cashback credit card with no fees. This is interesting. No fees for cashback. Usually you have your standard credit card. They usually let you get a cash advance at an ATM, but that does come with hefty interest rates, and they do charge a different rate than, they normally would, or that you would normally see on your general interest rates that come with your credit cards based upon what you withdraw. In this aspect, like they say, it's no fees, no annual fees, and no foreign transaction fees, cash advance fees, or late fees. I guess it pays to have over a 700 credit score. Interesting. Now, MasterCard is actually the processor, and I am hearing some different things between MasterCard and Visa. But they're saying MasterCard is the processor, accepted everywhere MasterCards are accepted, but is it recommended to use to purchase Apple products. Now, that's what they want you to use it for. You get credit to purchase more Apple stuff. That newest phone, the newest iPad, the newest Apple, whatever, whatever. And now they're coming out with a lot more stuff for you to be able to purchase. So, and like I said about the MasterCard versus Visa, some places I saw that it's Visa, some places I saw it's MasterCard, but the last thing I saw was MasterCard. So if I'm wrong, correct me on that, someone. But right now I'm going to go with MasterCard. I guess that's what I got. And that's all that I have for the Apple credit card. So for those of you with the 700 credit score, go check it out. Let me know if you get approved. Let me know, which interest rate you fall in. I know that's your business, but I'm curious to know. Because apparently the better, the cheaper for you. And what's really going to win everybody over is and this is not an advertisement for Apple, just to let you know. I'm not getting paid for this. I'm just doing a report. Okay? So, the no fees is pretty much what's going to probably get everybody that has the over 700 credit score and can actually qualify for the card. The fees are what kill you with most credit cards, and that's what takes you down first when you end up paying that monthly. Your interest rate, that's not going nowhere. You're going to need to pay that. But the additional fees, like the annual fees, the cash advance fees, your late fees, all that adds up. Okay. So, yeah, that's a good one. And I'm going to close out there with the credit card end of it. And I'm going to go into Apple TV or Apple TV Plus, whichever one it wants to go by. So the Apple TV app actually launches November the 1st, 2019 in 100 countries. We're beyond November the 1st as of currently or as of right now. So therefore it should be out. Don't know if there's any delays with it, but as I'm speaking, I'm assuming it's out. They have lots of programming and things that I've been seeing advertisements for that's on there. So I'm assuming people are able to watch it. Now, it is a streaming service which will include ad-free streaming and on-demand television from cable service and Amazon. Okay, so I do have my little Amazon Prime. And you have Netflix and all those other things that come along with that. So you are able to watch that. However, I believe that they're fusing some Amazon programming in with this, or you can pay an additional something per month in order to get the Amazon and the cable television service programming. I'm not sure if it's free and included in your Apple Plus, your Apple TV subscription, or if it's actually going to come with an additional charge. However, the cost of it is $4.99 a month for the entire family. So everyone in your, I guess, immediate household or that has Apple devices, however they're going to be categorizing that, or with a shared login, not sure. It's $4.99 a month, they say, for the whole family. So $5 a month. Which is your average subscription, and some actually are more than that now. So $4.99 is not bad. If everyone gets to watch it. So, and if you buy an Apple device, you get 1 year of Apple TV for free. So they're throwing it in. That's 5 times 12. That's $70, $60 a year right there on your subscription costs, or to be able to at least. I mean, most places give people 30 days to try something out. This year, they give you a year to determine if you want to keep it or not. So you have a whole 12 months to go ahead and enjoy it and watch all the TV that you want for $5. Okay. Now, it's going to include original programs, including Oprah, who will give documentaries on various subjects. Reese Witherspoon and Jennifer Aniston actually will have a morning show, which is an interesting combination. Steven Spielberg will have original works, and many other people and many other programs that I also saw advertisements for that are coming. They're going to be exclusively to Apple. So you're pretty much not going to be able to watch them anywhere else besides there. So you'll need that subscription. Okay, and they guarantee new content every month, downloadable content to view online and offline. So it'll be accessible worldwide after the initial rollout. So you can download it as well if you realize you're going to be gone, don't want to use your data, download it, while you're on your Wi-Fi at the house or somewhere where you can download that. And then you can pretty much watch it without burning up your data somewhere else, which I guess is pretty cool. And they will premiere with at least 3 episodes, and a new one released every week. Some will release at the same. Some shows will release all at the same time, which is going to be rare, as you'll see here. Unlike your other platforms, which with Netflix and other streaming platforms, Amazon, they'll release everything all at one time, so you have your whole season set up already, and then you can binge watch. And then within 2 days, like I got stuck on a couple series from Netflix that I had totally forgot all about. And so I got into this one show. I'm not going to say the name. And I realized that over a span of 3 days, I had watched 2 seasons. So it got good. And that I did enjoy because I didn't have to wait week after week after week to find out what was going on. But then that's how they keep you going. If they're charging you $5 a month, you would only get to see 4 episodes. And they do you a courtesy and drop 3 episodes. So you get those first 3 in there. Then the rest you would continuously have to pay your monthly subscription in order to continue to watch. So on a weekly basis after the first 3. Okay. And you can access your cable channels and pay for what you want instead of the whole package. There's your answer there. For those that were wondering, like my initial question came about as far as if you're going to be paying for these cable channels and Amazon programming, or if it's going to come in the package. Clearly here, you're going to pay for what you want. So certain channels, you know how you have a cable package with a cable provider, depend on the area that you're in. There's all sorts of cable providers. You pay for a package, and then that one channel that you want is in a bigger package, but you don't even watch 50 of the channels that's in the package that you're paying for. And so you have to upgrade just to get this one channel, which sometimes can be a whole pain because I'm not watching half of it and I have to pay an extra $50 or so just to get this one channel, which is dumb. So they figure their way around that and let you pretty much build your own package, so to speak, on anything outside of what's there, if you want to add on. So that is Apple TV at the $4.99 a month subscription. So Apple is basically going to take over your credit card and your television programming. And they're going to have exclusive programming and content, like I mentioned. So just like, some networks or some streaming services, you'll be able to find the same shows on them or the same movies on them as well. Not so much. Some stuff is exclusive, though, I can't say that. But in this aspect, it's going to be a little different. So, yeah, pick your programming. Okay. And that is going to conclude the information that I have for Apple TV, which should already be out. Next, I'm going to move along to Apple Arcade. So this actually already is launched in September of 2019. It's also $4.99 a month with a 1-month free trial. And you did hear me right, I did say arcade. So basically your first subscription service ever for mobile, desktop, and living room use. So pretty much what they're saying is no one has done this before in regards to gaming or arcade type of gaming, which is going to be available now. It is available. Okay, so they're working with developers pretty much to create games exclusively for Apple. So just like the Apple TV and other content they'll have, this is going to be games that you're not going to be able to find anywhere other than your Apple subscription for $4.99 a month. So, but you do get the 1 month free to see if you like it. But by then you're hooked and you're gonna keep on rolling with that $5. That's pretty much how that goes. Of course, they can give away a month free. You're gonna like it and you're gonna keep paying that $5 to keep watching it or keep playing it or whatever have you, if it's that good. But you're not gonna be able to get them and access them anywhere else. They're going to have over 100 new and exclusive games that cannot be found on any other platform or service. Like I said, exclusivity. That is where they are going with this, and that's why they're going to be able to charge you the $5 due to it being exclusive content. You can download the games as well and play those offline, that just like how you can with the television. And it's no ads or in-game purchases. Now, most games, they're free in your app store and whatnot, whether you have an iPhone or whether you have Google. Okay. iPhone or Google, Lord have mercy. An iPhone, or if you have an Android device, excuse me. So you have your Google Play Store or you'll have your Apple Store. So those, the Apple Store doesn't, they have some free stuff, but the stuff that is free in there, you're probably not even going to pay attention to or want it. Most of the stuff there, you have to purchase the apps. And Google Play for the Android devices, a lot of those things are free. However, the in-app purchases is what gets you. You know, you get so many rubies, so many this. You want to buy a new costume, a new this and that. You know, you want to play a little bit longer. You ran out of lives. Here you go, an extra $5 here. You want to buy the big pack, that's $30. I mean, that's how they make their money. Okay, so, and with commercials that will just randomly pop up in the middle of your game or at the end of every round, you have these commercials. Well, they say that this is not happening in the Apple Arcade. For this $5 a month, if you're paying $5 a month, I guess you deserve no ads and in-game purchases. So you don't have to worry about that, which I guess is a good thing. And it's just unlimited playing and streaming. So interesting. And there you have the Apple Arcade, which should also be out. Now, on to Apple News. This I found rather interesting. Of course, the other stuff is interesting too. But I'm a nerd, kind of geeky, so I love to read. And so Apple News Plus is going to have over 300 magazines with various topics. So they'll actually include a live cover for each magazine or each option you can select from, which I think is pretty neat. And they do not allow advertisers to track you and your use to provide recommendations. Now, you know exactly what they're talking about when you go on other apps or go and on certain websites or certain places, there's cookies. Those cookies then let advertisers then, you know, track, and they sell your information to other places that then you start getting all this junk, email spam, random phone calls, certain advertisements that slide across, you know, a whole nother website that you're on that had nothing to do with the previous website that you saw this information at, or may have searched it or something of that nature, and now you're stuck. So in this instance, they're saying that this is not going to happen. So you don't have to worry about your information being tracked and sold to advertisers, which in that case, this is $9.99 a month to be able to read 300 magazines. You know, and of course, you know, magazines come out on a monthly basis. So I'm sure they'll have, you know, some archived ones where you'll be able to, I guess, read the old and the new as they come out and catch up. So, you know, the first month you go in at $9.99, you might as well make it worth it and read everything. Have a sit down moment with your little tea or your coffee or whatever your beverage of choice is, and get it in for $10 a month. So, I mean, here, right there, and that's the Apple News. Right there you have, that's the 10 for your Apple News, 5 for your Apple Arcade, that's 15. You'll have another 5 for your Apple TV, that's 20. So right there, they have racked up $20 a month, minus if you buy the new Apple device, then you get the Apple TV for, what is it, for a year. Okay, But say that's not the case. Right there, they got you at $20 a month if you subscribe to all of those services. And you probably will be able to use your Apple credit card if you have a 700 credit score or better in order to keep your subscriptions going. You know, that's kind of how that works since those are Apple products. You get it? They make you sticky. That's the thing about keeping customers, longevity, and things of that nature. When it comes to business, you want them to, just like how they do with the bundle, you know, with other, like your telecommunication services. If you have a bundle, then you kind of have access to like your phone, TV, and internet. Those types of things usually, you're in on, and then now you're kind of stuck with it because if you unbundle, then they charge you this ridiculous price because of early termination fees of unbundling and coming out of your contract in order to drop one of your services. So that's called being sticky or having a customer sticky, where the more services they're subscribed to, the more likely they are to stick with you because they kind of have no choice to some aspects. And it's this in this aspect, they're giving you an option to be able to build and choose what services that they want, but they are clearly coming to take over the industry and the credit card sector, which I'm sure the credit card is going to start coming with additional features and additional options too later on. This is, I'm sure, a test run. And then right now it's exclusive to the 700 and up credit scores right now, from what I can see, at least the 700 to maximize your chances of getting approved. Don't quote me on saying you won't get approved if you have a lower than 700 credit score, but right now that's what they're recommending and that's what they're going for. Now, of course, when things are new, they can set the rules and set the pace how they want, just to kind of get a feel of the market and see what's working and what's not. And then they may drop the credit score requirement down later on. But right now it's kind of, that's where it is. So, that's all I have for you on the new Apple products that have come out. As you can see, they're going to dominate the market and everything as far as your gameplay, your news, your television programming, and your credits. So, I found it to be interesting. Let me know what you think. If there's anyone out there that have tried the services already or are currently using them, let me know your opinions, your reviews, and how you feel it's working for you compared to the other platforms or services that you were using prior to finding this out or prior to the rollout of this. I know it's new, so they'll be tweaking some things along the way, as well as they tend to do when things are new. Just trying to get a feel of things. So, in this aspect, that's all I have on the Apple credit card, Apple TV, Apple News, and Apple Arcade service. And I'd like to hear what you guys think. You know where to find me at on all social media platforms at Lala Madness, Instagram at Lala Madness _official. Check out all of my videos on YouTube. Also, you can email me at lmfiercereview@gmail.com. And all of my podcasts are on various platforms such as Spotify, Anchor, and Google and Apple, and you can find those at Lala Madness First Review. And I look forward to hearing your comments and what you guys have already checked out, because this I found very interesting. So until we meet again, ta-ta.